Hi everyone, it's Fira. Welcome back to my channel. So school just started again a while ago. For me, I just started my third year at UC Berkeley. And I'm gonna be honest, it's only been a week and a half, but I already feel so lost and scattered. It might be very challenging for some of us to think about how we're going to move forward in the situation. So that's why I thought about making this video. So I will be sharing some mindset, some habits, and also some affirmations that usually help me go through the academic year when it's stressful and I'm not taking care of myself. And actually, I also took some inspiration from some of my friends and followers on Instagram. I posted this story a while ago, and thank you so much to everyone who shared your responses. They were all really beautiful. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Here is the first mindset habit.
Be aware of your limitations, but still believe in yourself.
Starting the new academic year usually means a lot of new environment, new classes, new experiences, which all can be very overwhelming, especially when say you're someone who just started college or just moved into a new school. And with that, there can come a lot of anxiety and fear. You may find that you find yourself very challenged in some of your classes, and then it raises this sort of fear that you're not doing enough, that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough. But the reality is, it's okay to not have everything figured out. And in fact, it is actually important to know where your limitations lie, but to still have faith and to still believe in yourself despite what you're lacking. I believe that this is actually a really good practice because it pushes you to learn and to improve yourself to become better. By being aware of your shortcomings, you can reflect on and assess which areas of your life or what sorts of knowledge that you can work on and that you can improve on. And during this process, when you also believe in yourself and have faith in yourself that yes, you can improve, that you deserve to be there as much as everyone else, that you are also as capable as achieving great things as everyone, that will push you to be less afraid and to have the courage to keep going and to keep moving forward. So it's totally okay to not have everything figured out and to not exactly know what you're doing, but don't let that discourage you, which is why it's super important to still have faith in yourself so that you can keep going and keep doing whatever's in your control, and also have faith that everything will come into place eventually. Excellence lies in putting one foot in front of the other, regardless of how many steps you took that day. When you're just starting classes again and suddenly you're surrounded by all your classmates again and just people around you, it's so easy to start comparing yourself to everyone. You start thinking about oh, they did all of this in high school, they did all of that during the summer, what did I do? And suddenly you feel that you're not doing enough. But in reality, school itself is already really hard, especially when you're settling into a new environment or you're readjusting back into the groove of classes and assignments. That's already a lot. And sometimes we don't even have the mental capacity to think about, oh, internships, jobs, networking. You're already juggling so many things. So don't fixate too much on where you are compared to where others are, because really all that matters is that the fact that you're still moving forward. It's really crucial to keep in mind that the most important thing that you can do every day is to put one foot in front of the other, regardless of how many steps you took that day. For example, if one day you wake up and you feel super amazing and you feel energized to tackle everything, that's amazing. But if one day all you can manage is to just go to some of your classes, that's also okay. If sometimes all you can manage is to just get out of bed, that's okay too. Because your wins or achievements are not the true measure of your excellence. True excellence, I believe, lies in your ability to show up for the things that matter to you every single day even when you don't feel like it. James Clear quoted in his book Atomic Habits, small changes lead to big results. And this is super, super true, because although the small step that you're taking right now may not feel like much, if you keep doing this every single day, step by step, all of these little things, they will compound and compound, and they will lead to something incredible. Therefore, in the bigger picture, through accumulating all of these small wins, you will find that you've achieved so much and that you've gone so far from where you began. And this is excellence. It's not a one-time achievement. It's not something that you can achieve overnight, and it takes a lot of discipline, patience, and persistence. You can't pour from an empty cup. You need to give energy to what gives you energy. Overwhelmed, burnt out, spread too thin, we've all been there. I feel like being in academia, it's so easy for us to follow the hustle culture and to feel like we need to work all the time. But the truth is, if you're working all the time to the point that you neglect your physical, mental, and emotional needs, that's more toxic than it is productive. It's important to understand that to do your best, you must also make time to take care of yourself and to do the things that will make your heart full and replenish your energy. So things like cooking or sleep, hobbies, reading, yoga, journal, anything, everything that makes you feel more alive, do more of that. Make time to do that throughout the school year. And it's also important to surround yourself with people who gives you energy rather than drain your energy. Remember to also take a moment to catch your breath and to process and to make sense of what's going on around you, what's going on in your head, and to also recenter yourself. To some of us who may have bought into hustle culture, like myself, it's kind of hard to, feel okay with resting, but I think it's also super important to recognize that sometimes the most productive thing that you can do is to take a break, because in order to, give your energy and to spend your energy to something, you need to first have that energy. And if you keep spending and spending that energy, eventually you're gonna run out. So you need to make time to replenish that energy so that you can continue to do your best and to serve others and to strive to whatever goal that you want to reach. So keep in mind as we move forward in the semester that you need to also take some time for yourself, and it's totally okay to take a break. And yeah, burnout is the last thing that we want. You are not alone on this journey. Our infamous companion, the imposter syndrome. College, I find, is the time where it's easy for you to feel left out. And when that happens, it's also easy to feel like it's you against the world. And at that moment, it feels like you're catching up to everyone else and everyone else is already ahead of you. But chances are, if you're struggling, others are probably struggling too. So I think it's important to recognize that you're not alone and that we're all in this together. And know that there are resources and there are people who want to help you, be it your professors, your teaching assistants, tutors. So you can also think about going to office hours, and don't be afraid to ask for help. And again, like I said earlier, others are probably looking for help too. And the thing is, we're all just trying to figure out what's going on. So form study groups, reach out to your peers, find friends who are also striving towards their goals and they're as motivated as you are, so that you can embark on this journey together. And not just in terms of like school and classes, but also with life. It's important to find a support system and to be around those who care about you as much as you care about them. Because the thing is, we're all figuring things out, we're all struggling, and just know that we're all in this together. Always keep your end goal in mind. Whenever you feel like you've fallen out of the groove and you lose all motivations and you just really don't get the point anymore, remind yourself why you're here. For me, it really helps to think about all of my college applications when I was talking about, how passionate I am about this major that I want to take, about going into this university. Do that. Think about your college apps, why you're passionate about your degree. Why do you want to pursue this major and all these dreams? What do you want to achieve? Remind yourself why this matters to you, why this is something that you find meaningful, why it's important to you. Because if something is important to us, chances are we will make time for it. Of course, this may be more of a mental exercise, so totally okay to take your time to journal, to talk about it with friends and family, and just spend some time mulling it over in your head. I feel like knowing what's important to you and knowing what your end goal is also helps you in deciding what to spend your time and energy on. So you can think about like, oh, how will this contribute to my end goal? So if something doesn't really do anything or doesn't really help you reach your goal, and it doesn't at the very least like make you happy, then maybe it's much better for you and your mental health in the long run to let that thing go. And especially if you find that it's been draining your energy, then it's definitely not healthy or productive for you to keep spending your time on it. It's important to strive towards what matters to you and what's meaningful to you. So always keep your end goal in mind, because this will just help you feel like motivated and inspired to keep going in your journey. So that was all the mindsets that I want to share with you in today's video. I hope you find some of them helpful. Share some of your own mindsets and affirmations down below if you'd like. I'd love to read through them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'm wishing you the bestest of luck for this new academic year, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!